Morning everyone, how's it going? It's a bit cloudy today. It's actually been raining overnight, which was quite nice. Just finished giving the boys a bath. They're almost dry. They dry pretty quick. They roll around and kind of dry themselves, but I dry them with a towel as well. But yeah, 5 minutes. They're done. I finally got the muffler hanging up, so that's cool. Got that out of the way. It's pretty sturdy. It's not gonna fall on anyone's head. Charging the scooter up because may go for a ride tomorrow. It's actually going to be like 22 degrees tomorrow, and cloudy. So yeah, we'll go for a ride. It's only got 20% to go. Just finished charging up my backpack sprayer. We had a heap of ant just popped up overnight, ant hills on the driveway out the front. So gave that a good drenching, but it was dead flat. I must not have charged it for a long time, but charged it a bit yesterday and then finished charging it this morning. So she's all good. And then I've been doing a bit of arts and craft. I'll show you. That's what this video is going to be about. So yeah, straws, hot glue gun, cardboard, making templates. So we're going to have a look. It's actually in the bathroom. I'll probably explain it now actually, because it's probably going to be real echoey in there, so we won't spend too much time in there. But I'm not into my aftershaves. I'm not fancy or whatever you want to call it like that, but I don't mind them. They're good. I did have some mate of mine put me onto them 2 years ago at work, and I've only just run out of them. I think it was a Sauvage and a YSL one. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's called YSL or Y or something. I don't know. He had them. He recommended them. I said, yep, that's cool. Otherwise, before that, I was just using deodorant or just cheapy ones, some Adidas ones or whatever. Yeah, he put me onto these ones, and I went, yep, that's cool. Something I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind getting. They are expensive. They're like $200, $300, $400. Those ones. I thought I've never done it before. Probably never do it again. I'll just give it a shot for a bit of fun. But anyway, got them. They're on Christmas specials when I did buy them. That's why I kind of remember it was about 2 years ago, because it definitely wasn't last year. It was a year before. I've finished one, and the Sauvage I've got a little bit left of. Talking to my brother-in-law about it the other month ago, whatever, when they were here last, and he put me onto this website. I think it's called Private Blends or something like that, and they do knockoffs, but pretty good quality knockoffs. I think the guy is from Dubai or something, or the guy that makes it for him is in Dubai, and then this guy is from Dubai as well, but he lives over east in Melbourne in Australia. So when you buy them, they come from Australia, which is good. Well priced as well. I just picked up, so when my brother-in-law told me about them about 2 months ago, I picked up it was only about a month ago, because they only rocked up not long ago. But 2 months ago I did smell he bought the Sauvage copy. Really nice, very like you could barely pick them, and he sprayed it on me when I went there. When he was showing me, I went to his house and he showed me. Didn't make a special trip to go and look at his aftershave, if that's what you think, but I was just there. He showed me. I said, oh yeah, that sounds cool. And the next morning I got up, put the same shirt back on, and I could still smell it. So it was still hanging around after that. It's pretty good. So I thought, yeah, I'll get onto that. And I wanted the YSL one that I had, but it was sold out. It was a copy of the YSL one. No, there's nothing over $100 on this website, and they're 100 mils, and they're the EDP, which is the longer lasting oil-based one. It's not the watered down toilet one or whatever they call it. So yeah, so I wanted the Sauvage because it was like bang on copy, and I wanted the YSL one, but they didn't have it, so I was just waiting. Anyway, it's coming up to Black Friday. They had deals on. They still hadn't got it in stock. My brother-in-law ended up buying the YSL one from a different website, got it, and he wasn't happy with it. He reckons it didn't smell the same, and it only lasted about 4 hours, so it didn't last very long. And he put a lot on too, he reckons. So yeah, so I was like, well, I'm not going to go and just buy it from another website. I'm going to wait for this guy to get it in stock. So because I know his stuff's pretty good. So yeah, what did we do after that? So waiting. Deals popped up for Black Friday a couple of weeks ago, and I ended up ordering the Sauvage, and then I ended up ordering. I just went sort by highest rated, and I bought their highest rated one, which was a something Tabac, which is a copy of the Christiana Herrera Tabac or something like that. And yeah, spot on, rocked up the other day, really nice. Lasts a long time, smells really good. So anyway, so we'll go and have a look in a minute, but I've only got about 4 or 5 of them, and a couple are almost empty. So anyway, when I bought those 2, they actually sent me a sample, which is the same people that make the copies. I can't remember what they're called. I'll be making it up if I tell you. I can't remember. Alhambra Essence or something like Maison Alhambra, I think they're called. So that must be the people that are in Dubai that make the scents. They do make their own scents as well, and this sample they sent me was one of their own. It's not a copy. They don't do a lot of copies. They do a few, but not a lot. They do their own scents as well. And it rocked up. It was actually the day that stuff rocked up, the day we did the brakes on the Commodore. My dad wasn't quite here yet, and the package rocked up. So I just opened it up and I just sprayed that sample on me just to smell it. And as soon as he walked in the garage, he's like, "Oh, what's that? That smells pretty good." And I said, "Oh yeah, I got my knockoff perfume." Like, it was well under $100 for the 2 of them. Actually, that Christina Herrera was normally $79, and I got it for $35. It was on special. So yeah, good specials he has too. Anyway, working the whole day, you're with brake fluid and grease and stuff, and I could still smell that on me. My missus got home in the afternoon. She goes, "Oh, what's that smell? That smells really good." And I said, "Yeah." I wasn't even wearing my shirt that I used to work on the car. It was still on me. Anyway, she did the washing on Saturday, so my clothes went through the wash. She reckons when she came out to hang them up out here, she could still smell it on the clothes, so it lasted through a wash. Then it stayed in the sun, because it's over here, the sun comes in that way, so it stayed in the sun for ages. And then yesterday or the day before, I went to do a bit of, when I was spraying for the insects out the front, I thought I better put my dirty clothes on because you get full of insecticide, and I could still smell it, and that was a week ago, almost, it was just over a week, so it was a Friday to the following Saturday. So I was like, wow, that's pretty good. So that is definitely going to be my next one that I get, was the sample that they sent me. Dex, why are you eating wood, mate? You just had breakfast. Come on, mate, that's enough. So yeah, anyway, I don't have a nice way to display them, is what I'm trying to say. I can turn a 5-minute subject into 15 minutes so fast, and I'm not normally a big talker, but when I talk about something that I'm actually interested in, I can talk for a while. But anyway, so let's have a look in here. You better not be leaking. Right, so that's the thing we've got. So yeah, that's a real exclusive tobacco. So that's the person there, Maison Alhambra collection. So that's what you want there. It's pretty funny actually, because the street just outside, just a few streets from me, about a K away from me, is called Alhambra. Is it spelled the same? Alhambra, yeah, it is too. But anyway, all good. So that's the original Sauvage, and they call the copy the Selva. You can actually see this was about almost 200 or something like that, and that's 60. And they are almost identical. I hadn't sprayed that in a long time since I've had this, and I sprayed that, and they are bang on. So yeah, all good. That was just a cheapy one that I had. Somebody gave it to me for Christmas, I think. So that's not a EDP. It's a toilet one. But this is not very strong, so I can't really, it's going to fold, hopefully it doesn't fall, but I can't put another one here because it'll fold. But that's all I want to end up with, is something like that. Can probably fit another one behind, and it'll probably break and smash my seat. So yeah, I've put it on risers, but I don't want it on risers. It's just the wood that I'm looking at buying is 30 mil thick, so that's about 30 mil. So it's just going to be a flat bit of wood, 3 uprights, and then another of the exact same wood to make that, and that's it. I can't really go much bigger than that. Actually, you know what? I probably might make another one to actually come out. This is just so I could see it, but yeah, I could probably make it come out. It's just there's no point making it bigger, because I'm only going to ever have, this one's almost finished. You can see that's almost done with. So yeah, don't even worry about that. And then this is just like a $30 one, whack on after a shower, and these 2 are the better ones. And then I'm going to buy, when the YSL comes back in stock, I'm going to buy the YSL and that other one that they gave me a sample of, and that's going to be me done. I've got 4 of them. I bought this one and the YSL and I've been thrashing them, and that's lasted me 2 years. So I'm getting about a year a bottle. So if I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and you know that one, you know, I don't need more than 4 or 5 bottles. I don't want it to take up too much space. I still want to be able to access this, charge my toothbrush and whatever up. So I think that size there is going to be really good. So what I've done is I've jumped on YouTube, Facebook Marketplace. There's actually a guy around the corner from my work that sells offcuts of live edge wood. So that's what I'm going to have for that. So I reckon that'll be quite nice. 30mm thick, like nice live edge. I'll get some wax to finish it off, so it's all waterproof because it's going to get splashed a bit, being near the sink here. And then I don't know what to use. I'm either going to use like some Dow, and I'll stain it. I'm pretty sure I've got some stain that's quite dark, because that's what I want it to be, quite dark. Or I was going to get some brass rod, not threaded rod, just some brass tube, I think you'd call it. And so it's like a goldy colour, and use it to prop it up, and that's 160mm each one. So yeah, that's kind of all I want. And then another piece of wood there. Probably just use some glue and some, well, threaded rod. I mean, the brass rod, I'd probably have to glue it, I'd say. There's probably no other way to secure that. Thinking about it now, yeah, I was going to use threaded rod, but it's actually quite expensive. So that idea went out the window. So yeah, I haven't glued that too. So it's a bit risky putting that on there. We'll go back outside. So yeah, I think we'll just glue that top shelf to there, and then I think we're done. So then you'll get 3 down the bottom, 2 at the top, and that's as many as I'm ever gonna need or want or have. So let's just do that. I'll just put postie again. Okay, and that'll do. I just want it to be nice, so I can go and try it again. And it's probably still going to collapse, but at least the wood's there. But yeah, anyway, just so I can bring it with me, and I'm just going to measure each side now, write it down on here, and when I go to the guy, he hasn't got back to me. He's on Facebook, but yeah, he hasn't got back to me yet to tell me that it says by appointment only. So I can't rock up. I don't know the exact address. I just know that he kind of described where he was, and it's not far from me. So yeah, I'll wait for him to get back to me, and then I'll go and get some wood. He had some pictures on his website with rough prices. Should only be about $15 in wood. Then I'll jump on Amazon or Bunnings maybe. Bunnings might have some copper rod, I'm not sure. They actually had rebar that you use in concrete, 12mm rebar, and I was actually going to use that, but you can only buy 2 meters of it at a time. You can't buy little lengths, and I only need, you know, like 400mm, 600mm, 500mm, something like that. So yeah, I don't want it hanging around. So yeah, I don't know what else to say. It's just going to look like that, but out of wood and metal, I suppose. So yeah, I'll stop wasting video time. We'll hang about for this guy to get back to me, and we'll go from there. But as far as the template is, that's it. All that can go back in the bin, this cardboard. It's handy making things out of cardboard, because you might measure it and you think, oh yeah, that's going to fit, but then when you actually go and put your aftershave on, like I was thinking I was going to put the rods here, but then that you don't leave space for aftershave, and you don't need them here because my next shelf was going to be staggered back anyway. So yeah, it until you actually see it in 3D, yeah, it works out quite well. So I don't know how to make this stronger, but really I don't need to put anything there. It's literally just to have a look at spacing and stuff like that. But anyway, I'll get back to you when this guy finally gets. Oh, this thing's cool. Been using this heaps. I actually used them to cut the straws, so I glued the straws together, then used that to cut it, and it's just straight perfect. I even used it to cut, I'm going to finish it off, but I even used it to cut the roof down here. Would have been really good to cut that thing with the other day when I made that. and then you can see where the darker bits of roof are. That was just my dodgy, couldn't be bothered, just wanted to slap it up. But then I've come back and I've cut it with that thing. Took me like 2 minutes to cut that whole line, and you get it like spot on, really good. So I had to stop because I need a ladder to get on top of the water heater and on top of that shed. So I'll do that at a later date, but yeah, really good. I actually even used it to cut the metal chain to hang that muffler up, and it went through that like butter. You got to go a bit slow, you can't push it too fast. It did stall on me twice, cutting the chain. You know, it's pretty thick chain, it's this stuff here. That's all I got left over, so yeah, it's pretty thick chain, be 5mm, something like that. So yeah, you just can't really lean on it like a big angle grinder. I don't even know how many, 76, so it's 19,500 RPM. It doesn't say how many watts it is, how much power it does. Yeah, it doesn't say. But anyway, it's only a 12-volt battery, so it can't be too much. But yeah, that went easy. Otherwise, normally I'd try and stress out I'd have to either unwrap the big angle grinder, you know, and that would go through it in 2 seconds. But normally I've always got, like, if I wanted to cut metal, I've got the grinding disc on. And then if I wanted to grind metal, I've always got the cutting disc on. So you got to waste time changing bloody blades all the time. So this thing's really good. What was I going to say? Yeah, I'd either stress out my pliers to try and cut them, or, you know, have to unravel and change the blade on the bigger angle grinder. You just pick this up and bang, and you go from cutting chain to cutting straw to cutting cardboard. You know, it's easy, so good. So yeah, very good. Hot glue gun's done with. So yeah, we'll probably take that in the bathroom. I'll go give it one more final fitting, and then I've got to wait for this guy to message me and send me his address so I can go and pick some wood out. But that's it. I'll do a bit of research to find out what I can use for legs. But yeah, otherwise that's it for now. We'll see you in a bit. Morning everyone. Next day. The guy never got, he did get back to me, kind of. He didn't say anything. He just marked his thing on Marketplace as out of stock or sold or something. So obviously he must have sold whatever he had. But anyway, it doesn't matter. I found another guy, so he was this way, about 5 minutes. I found another guy 5 minutes that way. So he hasn't got back to me as yet. Let me just check my phone. Nope, he hasn't got back to me yet. He's got a lot more. He's not like a carpenter or anything. He's just a dude with a shed full of wood, and he's moving his shed or something like that, and he wants the wood gone. So it's actually a lot cheaper than the other place. So I said to the missus, I said, well, while I'm going, what else do you want made out of wood? Because we have got a few things. We've got that shelf over there. Live edge. I didn't really know a lot about live edge. So it is a live edge, but it's not like a real jagged one, you know. Could have been better, but I didn't know until after I got it. She's just come back from a trip as well, but so I've got to put everything away. But anyway, oh yeah, so I've got to take these back to Bunnings. So what happened was, got a new chair and it's too high. It's about 80-90 higher than my old chair that I used to have. So I've ended up, you can see down the bottom now, I've put little furniture leg risers, pack of 4 from Bunnings. You can see the difference in the desk there, the gap. So that's how I made it work, and it works, so all good. I bought 2 packs because I thought the missus wouldn't like that gap there, but she tried it with her chair and she doesn't like the height. So she's staying where she is, and I'm raised up 100. They're 100mm. So yeah, I've got to take these back to Bunnings. Which light is it? I think it's this one. Yep. So I said, do you want this table? Keep the legs, unscrew the top, and I'll put a nice kind of live edge thing to match kind of this thing I made as well. So just to match that, this has actually got lights in it. This is another little, you can't even really see them, can you? There you go. It's got little tea light, or not tea light, little Christmas tree light things in it. But yeah, she liked that, so I thought, yeah, let's do that. We'll keep the legs though, because the legs are the hardest bit to make. It looks like it's just like 15mm steel, but to make everything perfectly square, is the hard bit. It's not hard to weld all that together, but otherwise when you're looking at it from here, you're going to see everything all wonky, and I know my limitations. I could probably do it, but I don't even want to try. But anyway, so yeah, keep the legs, swap this, chuck this in the bin. This is just a print, it's not even real wood, I don't think. Nah, it's just a print on some MDF or something. Yeah, and make it a bit longer as well. That's only 800 mil, so I was saying maybe go to 1.2 or something like that, and make it a bit longer, would look nice. The only thing is, obviously the back edge can be cut straight to fit along the wall, but I want to kind of find one that is live edge on the 3 other edges, if that makes sense. I don't want like straight at the back and then live edge only at the front. I think that'll look a bit funny. So if I can find one that's, you know, like a surfboard shape or something like that, and then just cut a flat edge on one side and push it up on the wall, that'll look pretty good. And that way it's got live edge all the way around. So yeah, give that a shot. I'll wait till he gets back to me though. Well, I have to wait till he gets back to me because I don't know where he lives. So yeah, I can't just rock up there. But he probably takes cash only as well, so I'll have to go past the bank. But I have got a bit of running around to do, so I need to go to Bunnings to take those furniture legs back that she didn't want. So this bit that I made out of straw, so this is version 2. Version 1 was a little bit too lopsided. It was only 170 mil and then 300 mil. So I've evened it out, so it's 275 and 250, and then 200 and 230 on that side, so it evens out nicer. I've put little things on the bottom, but that is 30 mil high. I think that's about the wood that I'm going to end up with, so 30 mil thick there and 30 mil thick here. I can fit four bottles down here, 3 bottles up the top. Probably would never put that many on there, maybe I will, I don't know. But yeah, we'll see how we go with that. So I've got to go to Bunnings and get either, they sell an earth rod for a house which is made out of copper, but I think it's galvanised steel, copper plated or something like that, but I don't really care what it's made out of, as long as it's a goldy copper or brass kind of colour, that's going to look really nice. And then what I'll do is on the piece of wood, turn it upside down, drill out whatever size hole it is, but obviously don't go all the way through, and then just fill it with epoxy and put it all in nicely. I'll do it on a drill press so everything is all nice and 90 degrees, all in line. So that's what we need. So we need 380 mils of live edge, because only this will be the live edge. This is a wall and that's a wall. Same with that is a wall of tile and a wall of tile. So just live edge there, live edge there. So we need 680 mil. I think I've written down 800 mil, just a bit extra. Just in case you chip a corner or something like that, you can kind of move it. So yeah, I need 800 mils of live edge. That is 200 mil, because that's what this is about. I might remeasure that. That looks a little bit less than, a little bit more than 200. Measuring, boom. Somebody commented saying how tidy my shed is. I can't remember which video it was. It's only 190, so yeah, 200 is sweet. Yeah, it kind of has to be that way, because I don't have a lot of room. If everything was just on top of everything, I'd never be able to find anything. So that's why everything's labelled in the toolboxes. And it actually works quite good, because Dad was over the other week when we were doing work on the car and we needed zip ties, and I was under the car. He said, I'll go and get them. And I said, well, this toolbox was with us in the garage, so I said, it's in the toolbox. On the left hand side it says zip ties, and he came in, bang, zip ties. He's not flicking through, turning things upside down and everything. So yeah, it works out well. I'm going to take the scooter out for a ride today. If I can fit it in, we'll see how we go. Should be right. I'm gonna get started pretty soon. I'm just going to look up all the shops I need to go to, figure out which one opens up the latest, and then come up with a plan of attack for that. Come back and might take that for a spin. So yeah, they're the 2 bits of wood I need. So one bit of wood for this, one bit of wood for that. He may even have a bit of wood that's 2 meters long, and it will suffice for this and the table, and pretty much whatever's left over, that's how big that table's going to be. I'll just take what I need for this, and then yeah, obviously I don't want it too big, but yeah, I might be able to get one plank of wood for $40. That's about what he's selling them for. And then do that. They're going to need sanding. This is their morning playtime. know you're watching. So he goes and gets a toy, and then that's how they entice each other to fight, or play fight. But yeah, it's can't do it without a toy. And then they'll drop the toy, fight with each other, look around, try and find where the toy's gone, and then go, oh, there it is. Go and grab the toy. Alfie, he's not doing what he thinks. He's trying to push him over and roll him over. Watch. Alfie. There you go. This is so he's dropped the toy. One of them always rolls over. Dexter, where's the toy? Go get the toy. Where's the toy? Where's your bone? Nah, I just want to fight. Nah, distracted now. Anyway, all good. So yeah, if I can get one piece of wood that will do both projects, it'll be sweet. I had a look. They look fairly flat. I don't have a planer, especially a planer big enough to feed one of them through. My father-in-law does, but I don't think it's wide enough. He's only got a little one for doing little things. So, or thicknesser, whatever you call them. I've got sand. I don't even have a power. I've only got a hand sander. That's all I've got. So I'm going to have to go there, see what wood he's got, see. You know, he might have like a really nice piece of wood, but it's all wavy and needs to go through a thicknesser. I can't do that. So I've got to buy something that will look nice, but also be pretty semi-finished. If it's rough, it's rough. It doesn't matter as long as it's flat and the thickness I want, because I want to just sand it. And then I don't know. I've got an oil, but I really don't want to do it in an oil. I want to do it in a wax. Yeah, I've got this stuff. Kitchen timber oil. That's for chopping boards and stuff like that. So that piece of wood you saw out near the barbecue there, that's got that on it. And yeah, I just don't want any gloss. I just want it to be like a matte finish or wax. I think it is. I think it's a wax. I'm not sure, but we'll see. I don't think it's an oil, because an oil would be shiny, and I don't want it shiny. So yeah, we'll see. We go, and same for that table. Is saying I'm just going to do a nice wax on it. That it's like a matte satin finish. Feels like silk when you touch it, not or oily when you touch it. So here we go. But anyway, I'll pick this video up later when I'll finally hear back from this dude about the wood. We'll see in a bit. Morning, everyone. It's been a while. We've had some scorches. It cracked 40 the other day. It was like 39 a couple days after that. It's already 30 degrees, and it's, I don't even know what time it is, about 8:30, but yeah, pretty bad. But anyway, we're back on the woodworking projects. So I've dropped that big slab of wood, the big one for outside near the barbecue. That's gone to the guy. I dropped it there yesterday, and he's gonna. I thought he might do it while I was there, but he was pretty busy. So he said just come back today, pick it up. So all good. I've cut and sanded the wood for the little shelf that's going in my bathroom. So all good. So all I did was put some tape down, marked it, drilled it, and then took the tape off and put it over here, and hopefully I'm going to check them, but yeah, we should be getting pretty close. So that's the underneath, and that's all it's going to be. I've only got up to 10mm drill bits, so then I'm just going to flick over to this, and I've got to go to 13mm to fit, where is it, and stuff. Pretty sure it's copper, or galvanized copper coated, whatever it is. Looks nice. So I'll just cut that tip off, and then yeah, and then 100 and I think it was 160mm from memory. Might make it 170. Might just go a little bit bigger. Cut up 3 bits, and then put them in here. I reckon they're going to be tight enough to be like a press fit. But if not, I'll just a couple of dabs of super glue. I actually got some new super glue the other day. I haven't bought super glue in years, so yeah, just got some new stuff yesterday. So we're all good. And that's what it's going to kind of look like that. So pretty simple. I've sanded up to 240. I'm not going to take it any more than that. It's that mesh sandpaper is really good. Doesn't clog up. Like even after you finish sanding, you blow it out and hardly anything comes out, but while you're using it you can see the dust just pouring out of it. And then I use my wire brush on the drill to clean this edge up here and just smooth all the edges, just so you can run your hand like that and you don't get splinters, because it was a bit sharp before, so I did that on both of them. So we're all good. So this one's really easy. It's probably taken me longer to get to this stage than that big slab the other day was just sand and oil, whereas this one's taken a bit longer just because of a little bit more cuts and things like that, but all good. Another thing we did is I've kind of rigged this up, so I've taken this out of the equation. The lights weren't even on last night, so what I did this morning was I've just quickly hacked it so it's coming straight from the solar panel. Don't worry about this. I was just reading some reviews about this and everyone's saying it doesn't even provide enough power or anything. So yeah, what I've done now is just rigged it straight to this. I left this on it overnight and the battery came back. I thought it dropped a cell, but no, it came back to 12.7 volts. So that's a little just 12 volt cheeky battery charger. So yeah, so now I've just got 17 volts or 18 volts, whatever it is, going straight to this. You're not actually get 17 volts at the tip. So when you probe, if I was to disconnect this from the battery from the solar panel and you put it on a multimeter, you get 17 volts. But as soon as you connect it to a load, it drops significant. It goes down to like whatever the battery voltage is. So if this can't keep up with charging this little battery, then I've got to get a bigger solar panel. But I reckon this will be fine. I reckon this will be good now. So I've had kind of similar things when I used to have a little petrol Suzuki. I can't even remember the name of it. I used to keep it in here. It was a Suzuki scooter, petrol one, like a motorbike kind of thing. And because I didn't really drive it a lot, I only used it to go to and from work. I had a solar panel, same kind of setup, and kept it charged. And that thing was connected. I had it for about a year, and it was connected for a long time to this thing for 17 volts, and it always started. The battery never overcooked or anything like that, so it was all good. Because I think if you buy those solar power chargers from Super Cheap Auto from a car shop, that's what they're outputting is 17, 18 volts. But as soon as you connect them to a battery, the voltage drops because they just don't have the power to sustain 17 volts. So they might provide 4 amps at 17 volt unloaded, but as soon as you load it up with a battery, the amps drop, and so do the volts. So that's my understanding anyway. So all good, but doesn't matter. So yeah, I'm just not going to film. It's literally just ream these 3 holes out here and drill these 3 to 10 mil, drill these 2, and then open them up to 13. This is 13 mil, so I think this goes 12 to 14. So I might just go to the 12 and then cut this to like 200 mil, each 3 of them, and then that way you're going to lose a little bit when you put them in. So you're going to lose 10-15 on this side, 10-15 on that side. So you want to be left with a gap of 170 odd mil. That'll fit all the bottles that I have. And I might just taper it with my little angle grinder. Just run it around and taper it so it's a really tight fit into there, and go from there. I'm using the drill press because I want to get these pretty square so that they're all nice. So should be fine. And then I just remembered that it is set to 0, so all good. Doesn't look it. It actually doesn't look it. I might have to just double check that. It looks like it's on 0, but no, it's not. It's a little bit off. It's like half a tick off, and you can kind of see that it's on the piss a bit. But anyway, I'll fix that up and we'll keep going. Alright, looking good. So just pretty much all done. So I think we're going to leave it like that. Pretty rustic. I'm not going to clean up this. I'm not going to clean up down the bottom. Just nice there, nice there. It's all level. I've also put little bumper anti-slip kind of things there in each corner, so she can't go anywhere. Bottoms or tops level to the bottom. If you stand back, you can kind of see it's all kind of as straight as I can get it. It's not too bad. kind of where it is, you're not going to be able to see it from far back anyway. So they're straight enough. I didn't like set them up with a square or anything. I just put them in and kind of just jiggled this top bit, just twisted the top bit around until it was level and everything kind of looked right. No biggie. So yeah, the clouds have just come over, so it's starting to cool down a little. It's still very humid though, but it should be fine. Actually looks like it might even rain over there, but probably not. It's just way too hot. Yeah, so I'll get some oil on it now, and we'll go from there. Pretty much I'll use a paintbrush to do the front edge, because you can't get a like a flat thing in. I might even use a paintbrush for the whole thing actually. It's not big enough to dirty a pad that you need to throw away. The paintbrush leaves quite a nice finish anyway, so it doesn't leave brush strokes, so it sinks in quite nicely. So yeah, I'll just I'll get some oil on it, I'll let it sink in, and then I'll get back. I'm probably going to put 2 or 3 coats of oil on this, just because it's going to be getting water on it every day. It's right near my sink, so yeah, I might just juice it up a bit with a bit of extra coats. The other thing only had, the thing near the door there, the table, that only had 2 coats on it. Still looks really nice and matte finish though, so looks good. But yeah, this one we might go 3. We'll see how we go. Alright, it just finished raining. I don't know what's going on with the weather. I think that's what just passed us. There's been thunder and it kind of came from that way and it's moving that way now. I think it's finished. But yeah, you can see it's really yeah, it doesn't look like it has, but it did for about 5 minutes. It's quite nice. Cooled it off a bit, which is good. So we're all done. So that's it. That's the finished product. I'm going to leave it like that. That's 2 coats. That's plenty. I don't want it any shinier. So what I did, I brushed it on and then I got a rag and wiped it back off again, and that's how you get that nice matte satin finish like that. So we'll go in the bathroom and try it out. Also just had Amazon come, so this is out of my Nissan Z. What I want to do, I've ditched the wireless car Apple, and no, the wireless Android Auto box. I've ditched that because it works much better with a cable. Got sick of plugging in cables all the time, so I got one of these magnetic things. So there's a USB thing in the phone already, and you just boom like that. So what I want to try and do is incorporate this to this, and then when you come in the car, you just chuck your, like that, you just chuck your phone in and boom, you're connected to Android Auto. Somehow make this attached to this and then take your phone and you're done. So that's on the next video coming up. So stay tuned for that one, but otherwise let's go and get this all set up. Alright, pretty happy with that. That came out really nice. It just fits. As you put it in, you can see there's not a lot of space between the edge and the sink, and it's right on the edge of the PowerPoint, and you can still use a PowerPoint. I never use 2, I only ever use this one anyway to charge my toothbrush up, the outer one, so we're all good. It's probably a bit higher than what I wanted. I did measure it and then I added a bit more, and then I just kept adding. I was just thinking maybe I might get a bigger bottle, but at least my thinking is, you know, at least if you've got one there, you've still got plenty of room to get one from the back there, because that was kind of the thing, was to put 3 there and 2 up here. You could, I don't know how much I trust myself with this edge, but you could put 3 up the top as well if you wanted to. But like I said, that's the real one, that's the copy one, that's a copy one. This one's almost finished, and I've got my eye on 2 more, so pretty much 1 there and probably 1 at the back, and the 2 nice ones up the top here. So yeah, but no, worked out well. The copper legs blend in pretty good with the wood. If you can see that, the edge looks nice. It's all waterproof because it'll get the odd splash on it. I don't make too much of a mess. Like it doesn't puddle or anything, but it's going to get the odd splash there, so all good. Fits nice. Those rubber little bumpers, pretty good. That's it. That's in now. Yeah. So really nice. Anyway, good little project. Yeah. But anyway, all good. I probably made quite a long video like a 40 odd minute video, and I didn't really show a lot of the actual making process, but it's literally just cutting wood, sanding it and putting some oil on it. Nothing special. So yeah, it's more about the, it's not, I don't know, my videos aren't really about the end product, they're more about the talking it out, thinking it through kind of thing. Just showing you a few steps along the way, but it's not really a which is funny because I enjoy watching those videos. I only watched one the other day, a guy doing an old boat up, and he hardly talked for the whole video. It was just head cam, speed up a bit, show a few things in real time, and you know, and I watched the whole thing. It was like an hour, but yeah, but I don't really do that. I just talk for a bit, stop the camera, do my stuff, show you an update and everything. But anyway, it's a different way of doing things, I suppose. I don't know. Yeah, so this is, like I was saying, the next project. I'm going to get onto that right now, just because I've got the rest of the afternoon. It's Friday, early knock-off Friday, so yeah, that would work out well. Actually, I'll stop this video, because otherwise I'm going to start making this thing in this video. So I'll stop this video and we'll get onto this one now. So have a good weekend, and we'll see you next time.